¿Qué tal, mis troqueros perrones? Aquí estamos una vez más. Buenos días, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Daniel Hernández.
Y yo soy Nelly Hernández.
Miguel Hernández.
Y el día de hoy tenemos un invitado muy especial.
Especial.
El no se crean.
A.K.A. el Divino.
Aquí tenemos a Divino Sánchez el día de hoy, representing Linda Mood, Ground Zero, and Troqueros Perrones.
And Elite.
And Elite.
Elite Truck Accessories.
Shout out to John from Elite.
En realidad solo vamos a tener una plática, una charla entre amigos, conocer a Divino un poquito más a detalle, ya que es parte de tantos groups.
Real.
Tiene muchos títulos detrás de él.
Y esta charla va a ser un poquito diferente porque normalmente lo hacemos en español, ¿verdad? Pero va a ser entre inglés, español, maybe Chinese.
Spanglish.
¿Quién sabe chino y italiano? No, va a ser Spanglish, es parte de la cultura. Entonces, si no sabemos decir una palabra en español, la barajeamos en inglés.
Yeah.
Así es que, primero que nada, ¿por qué te llaman Divino?
Porque mi nombre es Divine y traducido a español es Divino. Como
They've always called you like that.
desde que tenía como unos 13, 14 años.
¿Sí?
Yeah.
That's a long nickname.
No. Yeah.
You might as well change your name now.
I will one day.
And we were talking about the photo shoot we had last Saturday, and you bought a truck, a really nice truck. You bought out Linda Mood's truck, and you also drive, right?
Yes, I drive. I am in the heavy haul division. We haul like all kinds of excavators, wheel loaders, man lifts, boom lifts, all kinds of just different equipment. But that particular truck that I brought out, it's called Wicked Obsession.
Wicked Obsession. What's that truck look like?
Oh, it has the name at the top, right? I know.
It does.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
And I think last year it took away a couple trophies, no?
It did. It got best interior.
Look at that.
And the best custom paint is, I believe,
Divino with the 69 number. Oh no, 96. I'm kidding.
No me lo cambies, bro. No me lo cambies. Yeah, no, it's a bad truck, man. I honestly don't even know everything that's been done to it. All I can tell you, it's got chrome and painted engine bay, chrome drive shaft, like custom frame, custom bodywork, custom. It's pretty much nothing on that truck has not been touched.
Let me ask you, since it's all como tú dices, all custom, ¿no te da miedo like, hey man, just taking it out, something's gonna happen to that truck?
Man, if I can be honest with you, that's the first time I've ever drove it off the yard.
Oh wow.
It was on Saturday. And honestly, I feel special. I feel blessed because out of 300 employees or so at that company, not anybody gets to drive that truck. And honestly, I felt blessed and I felt graceful that my boss actually let me take it out, and he knew that where it was going, so he trusted in me in bringing it out here, which made it that much worse and that much more stressful, because not only do I have to spend hours just like washing it, drying it, spray waxing it, then now you got to take it out and take it to wherever it is that you're going, and then bring it back in that same condition that you left it with, and it was. I mean, but I felt great. It's an amazing truck. It's a powerful machine.
An amazing truck.
It's an amazing truck.
To clean the inside and everything.
Oh yeah, it took me just an hour, almost an hour and a half, just to do the engine bay before you can even start on the exterior.
And usually, where's that tractor housed in? You got garage kind of?
Wicked has its own bay in our shop. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's special.
So even though it's in a bay, it still gets dusty.
Extremely dusty, especially with it being black.
Yeah.
It is hard. Black trucks are hard because you get to see every little scrape, then
everything.
Every swirl, if you don't clean it the right way, man.
Exactly.
Personally, black is, to me, on the truck is the nicest color when it's washed, but when it's like you have fingerprints on it, it's also the worst color.
Because you can see everything.
You can see everything. All the smudges.
Yeah.
If you lean on it, now you got a smudge.
Exactly.
somebody walks by it, now there's dust on it. It's
Very
but see, the thing is that I actually drive a black and blue truck.
Really?
That's actually my daily driver. So I kind of
already know.
You have an idea.
have some experience on how I gotta wipe it, how I gotta spray wax it, when I can spray wax it, and I had a blast driving it. It was great, and I'm glad that you guys let me bring it out here and just be part of the photo shoot and be part of the show, and we'll see what that truck does this
No,
year
for
for the
sure.
show.
We also feel like pride that Linda Mood is coming out, and we also tell everyone, hey, Linda Mood's going to be out, and everyone else gets excited to see Linda Mood. And even some people were like, well, why do I bring my tractor if Linda Mood's going to be out there? And to be honest with you, we do it for the love of camiones, love of tractors,
Yep.
love to see them out there and see the
Yep.
pride.
Good ones, the custom, the everything.
And
Yeah.
I think as Hispanics, we come from like pickups and pride of like having candy paint, and now we brought that over.
Male lowriders.
Yeah, the lowriders.
Lowriders, yeah.
Now we're bringing it over to the tractors, and the tractors is another game. It's a whole different game that I don't think people get to see all the time because, like you said, you can't take that truck out any day.
No,
You can't
no,
pickup truck.
no, not just any day. You can't just go to the yard one day and say, "Hey, I'm taking this truck out."
No.
No,
It's
no.
like only special occasions because it's a
Well,
project.
where are you going? What are you going to be doing?
Or what, yeah.
What is it involving? Who is it for? Well, it's for so and so, and we're doing a truck show. It's from last year's truck show, and all right, make sure it's clean, and you can take it.
Because it's also representation of
It
who
is,
they are.
it is.
So
And you
it's
know
like,
what?
yeah.
It's crazy that you guys said that because some people don't want to show up if Linda Lee shows up. But see, the thing is, with the way, because I've only been working with them for a couple of years, and
Wow.
but I've always loved the badass trucks.
Right.
The badass lowride, like he said, the badass lowriders, the badass pickup truck. And I don't look at it as a competition much. You got to look at it as, wow, I want my truck to be like that one day.
Motivation, right?
And I take it as, well, I'm gonna go to these shows and I'm gonna see what else I can do to my truck. I'm gonna see this guy's truck. I'm gonna see that guy's truck. I'm gonna see this other guy's truck, and then that's gonna give me ideas.
Okay.
And it's gonna give me like the push
Yeah.
to I want my truck to be like a Lindamood truck one day.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a Lindamood truck, it's gonna be my truck, but I want it to be like a Lindamood truck one day. I want it to be like a Ground Zero truck. I want it to be like a Team Billet truck. I want it to be,
That's
it gives you aspiration to be like, I want to be that guy one day.
Yeah.
That's the way I looked at it. I wasn't always in a $300,000 show truck. I didn't always have a $80,000 pickup truck.
Yeah.
I was in the
And
lower
Divino,
class.
if you guys didn't know, Divino's Instagram is Big Thing 60. I'm sorry.
No,
Big Thing
You're-
96.
Don't listen to him because you're probably gonna go somewhere else where you shouldn't go.
It's
take
dyslexia.
him off.
Yeah.
Take him off. Shut off his microphone.
Big Thing _ 96. And if you guys,
It's not an XX site, okay?
Huh? Because my dually is a 96.
96. And he has,
And it's big thing because she's a big thing. She's got a big booty.
yeah, and if Dave can pull up the Instagram, we can
Yo,
check
tell
out.
us a little bit about your
On-
truck.
We sent you by email. You can check out the.
We'll put a picture
Yeah.
down below. Can you tell us a little bit about your truck?
Other than a money pit,
Other than
she's
the-
a 1996 Chevy C3500. It's got a original 454 motor in it. It's got Slam Specialties air ride system, AccuRide lines, 24-inch Alcoa wheels, which actually belong to a Peterbilt.
Wow.
My goodness.
And I mean, it's got custom paint job, panoramic sunroof. It's just, I spent so much time and money on that truck. It's not even funny.
How
And
long have you had it for? 11 years? you said?
Email.
about 11 years, yeah. And when I first got it, I almost got divorced.
Really?
Yes, my
That's a lot of
wife
stuff.
didn't. She didn't.
Approved. How much
No.
did you originally buy it for? Bought it for, if you don't mind sharing.
20 grand.
Okay.
Was like, is that the original thing? Like, hey, well, let me ask you, porque digamos the same thing when we go back to the trucks. Like, tu plan doesn't always start. Well, let me back. Para mí, like, if I buy a car,
Mm-hmm.
you know, maybe I think, hey, I'm gonna buy a nice truck. I'm gonna fix it up, and then something happens. Cause like, you know what? That's not enough. I need to do more.
Yeah.
So what was it for you? I mean, where is it when you bought it? Hey, así nomás lo voy a comprar. I'm just gonna restore it, and it is what it is. Or you say, hey,
Man, so when I first bought that truck, it belonged to an old man out of East Texas. It already had an air ride system in it, but it had been done in like 2010. No, it had been done, I think, let me think back. It was 2007. So that was like
yeah,
back when they first started with the air ride, you know, because it was all
just push a button.
hydraulics and low riders and shit like that. So I bought it off this guy. It was already kind of like a base coat orange. And so I saw it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. I forgot what it was, Craigslist. And I have a really long story that dates back to when I was like 3 years old with that particular style truck.
Okay.
You know, with the 90s OBS style.
So that you se te
Dually.
quedó la idea from the kid.
So
Always been
from
around.
back in the day, I always loved those fucking trucks.
yeah.
And so one day I had a little bit of money in the bank. And,
That's why she got mad.
and I was working with the
Did you
guy.
talk to your wife about it, or you just?
Said by email, dude.
We'll get to that. So I worked with a guy that I was really cool with. And so if I ever needed any money, he'd, you know,
Yeah, they come through.
whatever, I got you, and I know you're gonna give me back. So anyway, I had some money stashed up with him, and I saw this damn truck online, dude, and
Gotta have it.
I was like, I gotta have this truck,
Yeah.
and I gotta have this truck, and I reached out to him. That same night, I told my girl, I says, babe, so check this out. Look at this.
She didn't have
No,
that same
I can
excitement.
say, yeah, I can see it.
Right. And I was like, but babe, like I've always wanted these. No, you can't even afford something like that. But, you know, anyway, long story short,
You made it work.
2 days later,
It was at.
I was
It was on the driveway.
I was on my way to fucking East Texas to go get it.
Oh,
So when my wife showed up from work that evening, to her surprise, that picture that I had showed her was sitting in her driveway.
Yeah.
wasn't it worse because you asked her and then you still did it?
Yes.
Divino era travieso.
I believe
You should have
Well,
just done it, right?
quote me if I'm wrong, babe, but I believe she didn't talk to me for like a week. Roughly. Because she was just so
Yeah, because she was like, then why'd you ask me?
yes.
I get it. I get it.
And
Pero-
I get it too, you know, and I completely get it, but she just didn't realize what I saw in this truck.
Especially if you say it's like something that dates back to something
Yes,
when you
very, very long time. So anyway, fast forward 11 years, I've done new paint. I've done a whole new air ride system. I've done 2 or 3 different sets of wheels on it so far. Like I said, I got a panoramic sunroof. It's got a full-blown stereo system now. Like I've put just so
How deep
much
are you
money
in
and
it?
work and time, you know, because nowadays, like, nothing goes fast in the custom world.
Right.
Whether it's an 18-wheeler, whether it's a pickup truck, whether you go buy
to bring your
it just takes time. Even if you have $150,000 in the bank right now, and you go and you tell a shop, here, build me this, and here's the vehicle. It doesn't go fast. It doesn't go fast. It takes time, and I'm not
get
gonna
it, I
sit,
guess.
you know, I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about people, but people be bullshitting, and sometimes it could take you a year or 2 years before you can even get what you had pictured
In your mind.
in your mind to reality. But then when you have it and you're driving around, it's worth every penny.
I'm cruising
Yeah.
into my dream.
Yeah. Every time I jump in that damn truck, I feel like a 5-year-old at Toys R Us.
That's awesome.
Oh,
You
man,
know,
that's a-
every single time. And people just give you thumbs up, and
How's your wife now?
she loves it.
She does. She
And
likes
the only
cruising.
reason why she loves it is because it makes me happy. And she finally realized that.
yeah.
So I ran into some issues a few months ago, and I told her, you know what, I'm gonna sell this son bitch. I need money, and I had a guy on my Instagram fucking blowing me up, and
Trying to buy
bro, I'm gonna drive down there, and I'm gonna cash you out, and whoop whoop, and I'll drive this bitch back, whoop whoop. And so I told her and my daughter, I was like,
And now they're the opposite.
you know what, it's time. I'm gonna sell this bitch. You know what my wife told me? She's like, you ain't selling shit. She's like, you're not gonna sell it because you're gonna regret it. And you done spent all this time and effort and money on this damn truck. And the second you sell it, you're gonna walk around being miserable. And I don't wanna be around for that. So just park it at the yard, let it sit. And whenever we have time and money to get back to it,
Then you-
it'll be right there waiting on you when you're and then I've done that a couple times. You know, it's sat on the back burner a couple times because life happens. But she's still at the yard.
Then, yeah.
She's still at the yard right now.
She's still at the yard. She's waiting for me. And I look at her every fucking day.
Yeah.
And I tell her
Be like you.
I love her every time I see it. You
Are
know?
you happy with the turnout overall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. What would you
100%.
tell? What's something you would tell like the little kids? You know, there's a lot
The
of
little
young
cubs?
kids. Literally,
Mhm.
you know, they're looking at you guys, and in their eyes, it's like, dang, like, what do I have to do to get that?
I'm sure you've seen them at the truck shows. The Ground Zero.
Oh yeah.
Truck.
Man,
There's a lot of young kids.
the only thing I can say is work hard, save up your money,
Take a shot.
and just go
There's
for it.
there's no shortcuts.
There is no shortcuts. If you take shortcuts, you're gonna be screwed. Just wait it out, save your money, work your ass off, and one day you'll have what you want. One day you'll have it. It might not be tomorrow, it might not be in 30 days, it might not be next year. But one day you're gonna see yourself and you're gonna appreciate that you worked your ass off and that you saved your money and that you built what you wanted.
that it wasn't given. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
you appreciated it that much more.
Exactly. Because it's something you did, not something somebody just throw my way. Here you go. You know, it's like I did that.
And now you got a GMC short bed you're working on.
Yeah, I got
¿Qué dijo la esposa? What did your wife say now?
That's actually for my daughter.
Oh, that's actually for your daughter.
That's for my daughter. That's my daughter's truck.
It's your daughter.
16.
Okay,
Yeah, see, so
so that's pretty. Yeah.
that's gonna be her truck.
Okay.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, that's what I call it. That's my daughter's truck.
For her, not for him.
But now it's just 96. It's a short bed GMC.
You got one parked at the yard, or you got that one at home?
It's parked right in front of my dually. They're kissing each other every single day.
La colección ahí está.
Yep,
Brightens up your day when you leave for work, huh?
every day,
That's nice.
every day, in the morning and at night.
Man.
Yep,
How old
One
is
day.
your daughter, Divino?
Hmm?
How old is your daughter? 16?
16.
Yeah. So you're gonna give it to her 18 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. O cuando?
Well, yeah. When
When you get
she's
to
so she's got her permit now,
Yeah. To drive.
and once she actually gets her license and she's comfortable driving, then she can have
Or
her
do you
truck.
let her drive your orange truck
Yeah.
with the permit?
No,
What,
Not even for prom.
no.
You gotta remember.
You know, I've had that truck.
what about
No, I'll take her.
what if she's like, hey, my
Dad.
date
Hey.
wants-
My
Yeah.
date wants to drive it.
Well, your date can call a fucking limo. Yeah, but he ain't taking my truck. God damn it, that's mine.
She wants to show up in that truck.
Well, I'll take her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
But
take
you
her.
won't let drive it.
No, not right now. No. I've had that truck for almost 11 years, and my wife has never driven it.
No way.
No.
Wow.
She probably
There's-
doesn't want to though.
My mom drove it one time, and that's because I was just like beyond shit faced drunk
Yeah.
at a wedding.
You're like, Mom, take over.
And it was either like have a night of horror with that truck.
He sobered up.
And so I rode with her in the front seat all the way home.
How'd you feel? Did he sober up?
Yes, I was sober when she started driving.
When she started-
I got sober when she started that damn thing up. So, and then my uncle, may he rest in peace, he drove it one time when I was at another wedding, extremely shit-faced. But other than that, the only other person that's driven that truck is my boss's son.
So I'm starting to see that we have to get you a little drunk so we can drive the truck.
You're getting
Yeah.
All right.
You got to fill up the gas tank too, though.
Well, make sure you pump before.
Is it a diesel truck or?
No, it's a gas. Yeah, it's a 454.
Well, hopefully we'll see it at the truck show. Maybe.
And if not,
Is
maybe
it
we can
already
see it.
It's
We're gonna take it to any of
Are
the
you gonna go to
pick up-
SEMA or?
pickup truck
No.
shows. October Madness. You don't hang out
she's
with
on the back burner right now.
when Ground Zero se conecta. You don't
Sometimes.
sometimes.
The last time that bitch was at a show was Bandas y Trocas last year.
2023.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I saw it there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the last time. And it actually got top 100.
And there's so many trucks. in
Yeah.
Alabama.
It actually got top 100. And after that, a bunch of stuff started going down, and then life happened. And so it's been
Decided
parked
to-
for about a year now. It's been parked for about a year. Literally in the spot that it's in right now,
Yeah,
Really?
it's been there for like a year. Yeah. But
but
I
it's
might
like-
I might get a forklift and put it on a trailer and bring it over here.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Exhibition.
But I don't know. It's
It's an idea.
it looks like shit. So
Mm,
yeah, it's just it hasn't been washed in almost a year. Yeah, it looks crap.
It needs
It's
work.
and she needs some love.
and I'm sure like when you see it and you're washing all like Linda Moo's truck, you're just like, how come I don't do this to my truck?
Yeah,
De la cosa, ¿verdad? You're like,
Yeah.
I should be doing this to my truck.
yeah.
The paint.
Thanks for reminding me, bro. I greatly appreciate that.
It's
This
a sad
Is-
podcast.
can we go to commercial now? No.
No breaks.
No. Yeah, no, it's just yeah, I get busy. Life happens.
No, but for
But I
sure,
got what, 2 months? 2 months?
2 months.
2 months.
So, what are your thoughts on the truck show? Like, what do you like about it? Why are you a part of it?
How many years have you been coming? Do you know? That you can remember? I mean,
4 years.
4 years,
This will be my 5th year.
5th year.
Yes, this will be my 5th
What do
year.
you think over the years?
Have you seen it?
You can tell us the truth.
Over the last few years, I feel like it's gotten more interesting. It's changed quite a bit. Not always for the bad. It's actually changed for the good too, because I feel like we've had a lot of more trucks coming out. Last year was an iffy year, not only for me, for Elite, but I feel like it was an iffy year for everybody last year. Everybody kind of was off their game.
Coming back from COVID, right? No,
No.
it just
No, it just
Yeah, I think it was just slow.
it was just slow.
It was work, work,
2023, the trucking industry was just it was all over the place, you know. And
That's kind of where insurance prices were going up.
Yeah.
The loads, and then diesel was coming up, and
exactly, and then and everybody and their mom wanted to be a owner operator, and everybody and their mom wanted to have their own truck, and you know you get a load that would pay you $1,500 and you do it for fucking $500 just because you want to be an owner operator. I feel like it was just a lot that was going on, but other than that, I love it. I love hanging out with all the badass trucks. I love hanging out with all the people, with
all the homies.
all the homies that show up.
a lot of people that go.
I know you guys have no idea how many people I know because I worked at Elite for
But see,
for like 4 or 5 years. I
Saw everybody that would.
I got tired of
You worked at
driving trucks.
That's
I got tired of driving trucks. Right.
so okay, let's back up a little bit. How did you get started? You got your CDL. You started working for someone, or
Yeah, I've always worked for family.
okay.
I've worked for my tío, for my brother-in-law, for my sister.
So it goes
And
back generations.
so it goes back for a really long time. I've been driving trucks since before I had a CDO, you know? And so
We don't know that. Yeah. She's always had a CDL.
legally, I've always driven trucks. And so I just got tired of driving trucks one day. And
Because you
I
grew
was-
up in that atmosphere.
yeah, I just,
Want to do
honestly,
something different.
I got sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, of working on the truck, driving in the truck, and being on the road, and doing this and doing that, y que la marcha, y que los frenos, y que esto, y que a la Kenworth, y que a la Freiliner, y que... So I was working with a guy out here in the demolition, has nothing to do with Lindemood. And he let me put stuff here and there on his truck. And this was 2011. So then I happened to stumble across Classic Chrome, which is, I don't know if you guys know the backstory, but that's kind of where Elite
Mm-hmm.
came about.
They grew out of there.
Right out of the time that I realized the Classic Chrome was on the boulevard, they were going through a
Merger.
situation. And so
Friction.
I just kind of, you know, did this and that. And then 2012 came around. And I went over there
To Elite.
and no, to
Classic
Classic
Chrome?
Chrome. And the guy that I used to kind of deal with the few times that I went there, he wasn't there anymore. And come to find out, he was at Mockingbird and Irving Boulevard.
Elite.
So I walk in there one day and I was like, oh shit,
You're
you
over
know,
here.
what's up? Like, there was barely anything on those walls, right? He had just opened up.
Wow.
So I kept working at this guy's truck and then for GATS, for the Great American Truck
Right.
Show for 2012, I became really good friends with Mr. John, which is
Elite.
which is the
CEO.
owner, CEO
Yeah.
of Elite.
Yeah.
And so I was still driving truck, but I just kind of, you know, you just get to know a person and I really thought he's a cool dude and I heard a lot of stuff about him, but he's a cool dude to me.
When you actually, yeah.
You know, and he just doesn't put up with people's shit. And so he turned around and he kind of like, I grew on him a little bit because I work my ass off and because I do what I got to do and because I'm not scared to get into shit. So I helped him work the Great American Truck Show for the first time. And I really liked selling the chrome and talking to the people and getting to know the people.
Working the booth.
And then since you're in that industry,
The energy that you get. Like,
it's like, yeah, you know, you like bounce off of people's
Right. You know what
energy
they're you know what they're talking
and
about.
you know what they're talking about, and they understand what you're
Passion.
telling them,
Right.
you know? So next thing you know, I fucking started working at Elite,
yeah.
you know, and I worked there for a couple years. Then I decided to get back on the road for a little bit. Then I quit working on the fucking road and I went back to Elite. I worked a total of like 4 or 5 years for John.
Back and forth.
And like I said, the energy that me and him have is great. You know, we understand each other. I know what he wants without him telling me and vice versa. So here we are,
Yeah.
you know, and so I started working for Lindemood and then I already knew about y'all's truck show. And so I just,
Yeah.
I told him, dude, because GATS got all,
They closed.
like, it got all weird after.
Since COVID. COVID,
Yeah,
COVID
after
is what
COVID,
gets.
everything just,
Shut down.
Kinda, yeah.
and they wanted like all kinds of money. Like you guys have, I think it was like, I never saw his books, but I think it was like $25,000-$30,000
My God.
to get a decent sized booth
No way.
at GATS. Plus you had to pay for power. Plus you had to pay for Wi-Fi. Plus you had to fucking move your store to the damn convention center for 4 days, 3 or 4 days. Then you had to pay people, and then you still got to run the Chrome shop on top of that.
It is a lot.
So I got to run it 1 year. The last year they did it, I got to run it.
was a lot of
It's
work.
It's a lot of work from Monday to Monday.
And then it goes, you're right, it goes a couple of days, so it's even more.
From Monday to Monday, and the show is only I think like Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah,
But from Monday to Monday, it's like
Prep, you're right.
Nonstop.
yeah, you're right.
Getting ready for
like
the
just
show.
nonstop. And do we have this? And do we have that? And do we got this? And we gotta go here. And we gotta go there. And we gotta load it. And we gotta unload it. And we gotta load it back
You
up.
can't park
And then
there.
once
You
it's
go to the
Yeah,
marshalling lane.
Exactly. And then you gotta go back and pick it all up and bring it back.
Yeah.
So so when I found out about this, and the first year I ever showed up to Troqueros Perrones, I was just in the truck. I was driving over the road. I had a good time. I met a lot of people that knew me from the Chrome shop. So it's like, hey, wait, here's a beer. Hey, wait, here's the beer. Hey, wait, here's the taco. And so you get to
My kind of party.
yeah.
It's a picnic.
And then the second year, we had done a lot of work to the truck that I brought. So I kind of got to get to know more people and some of the other people that aren't here anymore. And so last year was the first time that I actually, and I'm not the sponsor, but I'm
Well,
the
you connect
sponsor.
everything.
I'm the
Everything.
sponsor with the representative. I'm the representative for the sponsor.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And so last year it was just like, holy shit.
It was a lot of work as well.
It was extremely a lot of work, but it was great. It was
You said
fun.
9 hours to clean.
Yes, we
the brown truck,
like
right?
we prepped a truck called King's Ranch, which is one of the boss's prize and joys, and
And it won some.
it was one of the best shows, yeah. And then we had to get Wicked ready, which is,
Because you
and then-
bring out both of it.
and then I had to get the stuff situated for the food,
Yeah.
because I love cooking, and I'm pretty much the one that cooked all the fajitas last year for everybody.
Marinated them. One.
Yes,
everything,
I
right?
literally bought pounds and pounds and pounds of just raw meat.
And everything finished. How many people do you think you fed that day?
That line was long.
I'm just curious. I would pass by and I would
When
see the
they-
line.
When that happens, weren't you like, oh my God, why did I do that?
Out.
No, see, when you love doing something, it's
It's
Yeah,
I
but
guess it goes through your mind that it's like, fuck, like when is the line gonna stop? But then in return, it's like,
people love
hell yeah, like
yeah.
like we're feeding all kinds of freaking people, right? And man, we must have cooked for 5.5 hours last year, and we must have. I mean,
It was
It was a lot of people.
That's a lot of.
it was a lot of people, and there was a lot of people that kept coming back, and then there was a lot of people that was like, it was one person, but they would take 3 plates. So
You should be like, un plato por
so
persona.
servings wise,
you can't really tell.
I don't know, maybe 500 to 800
I
people.
want
Wow.
to say that it was like 500 to 800 people.
500 to
And then
800 servings.
back and forth.
Whether it was only 200 people doing it,
Yeah.
It was the serving.
but it had to have
People were
been.
hungry.
Did you get to eat?
No, but even then there was a lot of.
I did not know.
You didn't.
That's the worst part.
I did not know. I can sit here and tell you guys on camera that I maybe had
One piece.
like 3 or 4 pedacitos de tablitas, güey.
Dang.
I didn't even try the fajitas last year because we were just like, from the time I set up.
Everyone's still alive from the fajitas.
Yes.
they were
Oh yeah.
delicious.
Oh yeah. Everybody loved them.
The line, the smell, the everything. I mean,
Everybody loved them. And like I said, we buy the meat raw. We marinate it 2 or 3 days before. We get everything ready. It's like a whole
Sponsored
process.
Sponsored by Elite.
Yeah,
Sponsored by Elite, yes, because
John.
they sponsor everything.
Thank you, John.
I do all the work,
you do it. Yeah.
but John and Elite, which has recently merged on with Chroma Shop Mafia, I mean they sponsored everything. We just do all the grunt work.
Let me ask you a question. A lot of people, so we don't make any money out of it, right? You don't either. Like we've never
No.
paid you to come bring
No.
out the trucks. And originally when you came, like, you came to the events and then you're like, hey, I want to cook. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to take drinks. I'm going to get you Elite. Like you were just so welcoming and so open and so helpful. And it's like Troqueros Perrones is it's for all of us, and that's really why it was created, because it was like us in the Latino culture, like we always think, oh, they must be getting something out of it, oh, they must be doing it because of something, right? Like we just, and I feel like that's why we never do anything, because you know, you get backlash, but then it's like you also have people like you that you're like,
Do it for the passion. Do it for the love of the people.
and it pushes you to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like we all kind of come together, and it's like it turns out to be a great event.
Yeah.
That's why I'm ready for this year.
Yeah.
But why do you do it?
Pues ya dijo.
I mean, because I love it.
Everyone's gonna remember what you're doing, man.
Because I love it.
Because people see you,
You
right
know,
here, and
From the
And the food, I mean, everything's free.
from the people that know what it's like to be a truck driver on a daily basis and las putizas que te
it's not
llevas
easy. Tell them.
to the
Breaks down when
to the little morrillos that
that
like,
would be like that.
They look up to the.
you know,
the
they
dad.
oh my God, it's a shiny truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
And that's why, honestly, that's why I do it. Because I was that little kid one day.
And now you're in a position where you can actually.
And now I'm in a position where
and people look up to you.
I'm able to do it, you know, even though it's not me like just fistfuls of money coming out. But if
it's your work.
My work and my passion that I have for not only food, for trucks, for chrome, for lights, if it can make it possible for somebody to be like, hell yeah, you know, they had some good food. They had some badass trucks. They had some. Did you see the Lindamood trucks there? Did you see the food that they had? Like,
See the
it's
DJ?
just
Las bandas.
nah, DJ.
El DJ.
No, it's just it's a lot of people like that put in their effort to make it a great day.
Yeah.
You know, that's
No, it's not a one person.
whether it's me cooking, whether it's him spinning the DJ, whether it's homeboy recording, whether it's you guys actually putting in the work to make it all happen. Because I know how to cook, he knows how to DJ, he knows how to record. But if you guys don't set it up, if you guys don't put in the groundwork to have a place to go and to have the ability to get the DJ, to get the trucks, to get the recording, to get everything put together, to get everybody parked, to get it takes work. It's a team effort, and it's not easy doing all that.
Yeah.
You know, because I just bring in the trucks. I bring the food. I cook the food. But if I didn't have anywhere to take all that, what am I going to do with it? Sit at the yard all day? No, it's because you guys make it possible for all of us to
Thank you, Divino.
to come and do what it is that we love doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
And then Irlanda helps us with the marketing, and I mean it's
exactly.
Everyone does it.
team effort.
Everybody does their part.
And even the truckers there, if they don't show up, there is no truck show.
Exactly.
You know,
Like our homie Mesa came out this weekend as well, and he does it for the love of the trucks as well, and he has pickup trucks. He has a big,
He has a badass truck.
badass truck,
I know he does.
and
I've known him for a long time.
and he spends a lot of money to that truck, and he doesn't do it for money. He does it because again,
loves it.
he once looked up to someone who had that kind of thing, and he wanted to do it too. And
He just wants to see me, but
That's why he goes.
that's why he comes to
That's why he
Troqueros
comes.
Perrones. Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't show up.
shout out to the homie Mesa, who right now is
Now we know the truth.
he's on a
Vacation.
he's on a little cruise right now.
Ay,
He's
cabrón.
on vacation.
Must be nice.
I know.
We're over here.
We're over here working. You're over there vacationing.
That's something he would say. There must be nice. You see? Pa que se te quite.
No, but it's it's a respect thing, and it's like you said. I mean, everything everyone puts in, it shows that day, and definitely like you can have an idea, but no one would follow you because maybe it all depends on who you are, and it's like here. We're really trying to emphasize that Troqueros Perrones, it's everybody. It's everybody in Dallas, everybody that can make it. It's not something
Well, Texas, todo por todos lados.
really.
We get excited,
We went to Gats, and we're like,
it's cool, but
why don't Latinos have something like this?
we don't have something that we can all just chill and hang out and don't have to be all formal because it
Yeah.
felt like very formal, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Right?
you have no idea.
When we exhibited at GATS, you have to like really wear like a, you know, if you're
Yeah.
I
white.
don't know.
And here
Yeah.
it's like you relax, you show up with sneakers, it's a family. It feels kind of like a pulga,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you get,
Yeah, it feels
you
great.
get trucks, you get a festival, you get music.
Bandas. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Like I said, I can't emphasize it enough.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I've always been a part of the
Community,
like the car, like the las troquitas
yeah.
truck shows. You know?
Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Great shout out to them, right?
Yes. Little Ground Zero. Pero, so I had been to GATS, and I have never presented anything at GATS, right? I was a vendor
yeah.
at GATS.
Yeah.
And so you know the difference between being the vendor and actually being the one bringing the trucks and showing your trucks off and you turn it on and you turn your you turn your lights on and you turn the truck on and everybody's taking pictures and woo, 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 this and that. So I've been a part of that for ever since I got my dually because it's always been a show truck. And I mean I've been in Ground Zero for 10 years now, 10 and a half years now. And so
Wow.
so I've always
And you got your
Because you're not a founder.
you got your dually 11 years ago. So you 1 year after you got your dually, you joined Ground Zero?
couple months after I got the dually, yes, they came up to me.
Join Ground Zero.
I did not.
Oh.
No. No, I actually honestly and
You have to take me in.
the Dallas founders can tell you that, and a lot of the founders can tell you that I didn't even know what Ground Zero was
Really? They came
when
to
I
you?
bought the dually. Yes.
You
and
just that passion naturally.
I just wanted that dually because it represented something to me from my childhood.
This is your truck, right? Or up on that we're just the orange one.
Yes, it's the orange one.
We're looking at a video right now. But yeah, it's
So when I got it because of a passion that I had when I was a kid.
That's
No, that's not it.
That one.
this one right here, right?
Yes, that's it.
And
See,
this
look.
was that last year at Bandas.
Yes, ma'am. I just fell in love again.
and that's the truck you drive today, the big rig? Oh my bad.
No, it's
It-
not on my Instagram.
Yeah, I think it is. It's the one because it's the one you sent me on Saturday. No,
Really?
Yeah. I think-
Maybe.
I just saw a picture of it.
Qué bonita dually. So you said those are Peterbilt rims.
Why orange?
Those are. Huh?
Why orange? Is that your favorite color?
I hated orange.
Really? It grew on you?
Yes. Like I said, it had
You can
a navel orange base on it when I bought it.
Naval or
And I was gonna change it to black.
Yeah.
But then the more I looked at it, the more I was like, it just screams,
It
look
stands
at
out,
me.
yeah.
Like, look at me.
Yeah.
You know? Black, everybody has black. Red, everybody red turns heads, whatever you want to call it. But orange tells you, hey, look at me.
yeah.
Cause I'm orange. And you ain't never seen no fucking orange truck before. And so I took that orange base coat that it had and we put candy paint, pearl, and metallic on top of it. So that truck, before your eyes in the sun, it'll switch colors like 4 or 5 times.
Chameleon.
Yes, just by the way you're looking at it or the way the sun hits it.
Peterbilt rims, right?
Yes, 24-inch Alcoa wheels.
Wow. And why Ground Zero? Team Billy didn't come up?
They never reached out to me, to be honest.
You see, guys.
Mesa. It's all your fault.
Ese güey es culito. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. No, it's just, nobody reached out to me. And they, the Ground Zero guys that were running it back when I bought the dually, they seen me cruising down the road one day and
We want that
they
guy.
kind of like, they fucking made me pull over. And I'm like,
You're like, well,
I thought I was like in the Fast and the Furious, those Chinese when they pull that guy over in the green car. And I was like, oh shit, what did I do? And so the guy jumped out. He's like, hey man, woo, this and this in your truck, and we're with Ground Zero, and we really like for you. I was like, bro, I don't even know who Ground Zero is. They're like, no, it's because and then they started showing me videos of their truck shows and what they did and what they represent. And I was like, I mean, sure, why not?
and it's nice to be part of
Yeah.
the brotherhood.
It is.
Yeah.
And and so then they welcomed me, and then they made me be a prospect, and I went to a couple of shows, and I fucking loved it.
Right.
You know, I fell in love with it, and the camaraderie that you have, and that everybody gets together, and you do your pitching, and
But it's not. Is it crazy? Like, you know how you see like mines when you're a prospect, they do all this crazy stuff.
No,
No.
you just gotta you gotta show up to certain shows, and
That you do?
your truck's gotta have certain things on it, and you
Mm.
know,
Marketing purposes, yeah.
yeah.
Is there a penalty if you can't show up to the show?
No. I mean, everybody gives you shit. Like, eres
Not really
culito, te pega la vieja, and, you know, they give you shit, you know, it's,
So that's bad. Yeah, you like.
but if you have a legitimate reason why you can't go, I mean, it's, you know,
Yeah.
The truck's down.
and I just tell them straight up, fuck y'all, you know,
So-
I'm not gonna go, like, yeah, that's, you know, like, I can't go. What do you want me to do? My wife won't let me go. And what? You know?
But I was there yesterday.
Nah, she let me go on Saturday, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, thank you. We like
Oh, yeah.
Gracias.
we'll get to
Yeah.
one day.
Pero te mandó con su papá para que no.
Yeah, she sent me a babysitter.
Yeah. Digo,
Just to make sure it's like, okay, you're going to the photo shoot and then you're going back home.
because it was a Saturday. It's a family day, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
You're very respectful, Divino, porque that day there were some models out there and we asked you to take a picture and you were like, nah, I can't because, you know, I love my wife and like,
Yeah, no, I
you
can't.
know.
It was, yeah.
Shoot, I probably wouldn't be here today if I would have took pictures with the models.
Like, don't hang out with them anymore. They're bad influence for you.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
No,
Yeah,
we-
man.
I had to be a good boy.
Honestly, we appreciate everything. We, you know, this podcast is really just to get to know each other, to have these memories, these conversations on record, and I
Some
think
real
it's-
life influencers like Divino, you know, you got a lot of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
Ahora,
speaking-
now when they see you at the truck show, they're gonna know who you are.
This
Not
guy
just
really has
Nah.
like if fajitas solamente, you know. No, he's
he's officially un troquero perrón.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You
Hell yeah.
for the past 3 years, you have the jersey.
You didn't have to get jumped
On
in.
the jersey.
I do have a jersey.
Done everything.
Yeah, we didn't even have to make your prospect straight. Troquero.
Straight.
Usually
Straight.
You got it easy.
I did. I only had to make 100 pounds of fajitas to get in. That's nothing.
Only.
I only had to feed 600 people. That ain't shit.
You know, you
So how many people are we gonna feed this year?
we expect the same amount, you know, but at the same
the
time,
difference is
it
that
keeps
we're gonna
growing.
have trocas tumbadas, so you gotta expect more people. But
You know, Team Billy's gonna show out, and I'm not sure if you're gonna bring some of Ground Zero.
I don't know. They're hoes, but we'll ask them.
the brotherhood.
Well, it's one day before October Madness, and so some of those trucks plan to stay overnight and come over to.
Or maybe someone will be tired. It's just it's you never.
It's the
know
day
structure.
after Truck Madness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're probably gonna still be drunk.
Yeah, they're gonna show up late.
They might.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't start till what, 3?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
12.
Officially, yeah. it's,
Yeah.
Officially
But the
12,
good,
but
the
after 3, 4.
because my fajitas weren't ready till like 2:30.
Yeah, because normally it's like people start coming in and the food's not ready yet because
Yeah,
you know it's
no.
meant to be served later, and people are lining up before it's even ready.
No.
And then like I would just see.
I'm gonna have to be the first person this time, man, because I never get none.
You didn't get none last year?
because he's always on the DJ spinning.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Then like we're always moving. You
Oh,
don't need.
this year I'm gonna send you a plate.
All right.
There you go.
This year I'm gonna send you a plate.
Thank
I didn't
you.
know that.
Through Mesa, okay? Mesa will.
Yeah, but at the end of the night, I'm running at Jack in the Box because no comí.
For real?
For real.
Bro, you missed out.
For real.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, and that day it's like we're all trying to do our part, and a lot of times we don't eat, we don't drink water. There's a lot of stuff that but we're happy seeing other people just having a good time. like you
Exactly.
said.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, we're tired. We don't want to pick up. That's like the
don't.
worst part.
That's
Picking
the-
up everything you brought in.
The worst part is having to pack up all the food stuff, pack up the elite truck, and then I still got to drive the truck to the yard, and I got to lock it up in its fucking room before I can actually say, okay,
You're relaxed now.
I'm done.
You've got a responsibility.
I can chill now.
It is.
But
It is.
no, honestly, thank you.
Thank you, Divino,
know,
like for coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
today.
no problem.
All this happened.
No
little
problem.
by little,
For
the
sure.
photo shoot
I have
Saturday.
great time. It was great.
Gracias.
Yeah, the photo shoot was out this Saturday, but we're gonna post in a couple weeks from now. So maybe by the time you guys see this video, you guys have already seen the photo shoot, and then we'll post the video after, or maybe before. But either way, it was really nice, and thank you for coming out, bro.
Divino.
No
like
problem.
Daniel said.
Thanks, brother.
For real, bro.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
One day.
A real life one, you know. There's a lot of people that are Facebook or Instagram influencers,
Yeah.
but you're connected,
More
bro.
people, you're connected.
I'm trying.
Hey, what's your thing again so you can let everybody know and follow you?
It's
So what?
Big Stang _96.
Big thing _96.
Check him out.
The big ass orange dually. You can't miss it.
And it's a profile picture.
Anyways,
That's-
guys, thank you for checking us out, and that's it, right? Do we know
That's
anything else?
Cheers.
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 Smile,
Hey,
cheers.
we'll see you at the show.
Yeah.
Adios.